Well, you heard it here second, folks. Nina Turner rolling out a new program. It is designed to provide a strike fund for all workers, union or not, to supplement the strike funds of unions, little bitty unions usually, I would imagine, and also to provide financial assistance to workers who are just trying to better their lives. I'm excited to go to audience comments. We're going to do that in a second. But I got to tell you, I'm going to play us a clip that we just watched, a lot of us in the Wicked Senate here, first, to give this some context.
Majority of people in this country are not in a union. So absolutely, what I care about and what We Are Somebody is advancing the team is workers across the board, unionized or not. It's just in terms of putting a face or a picture on it, it's easier to do it with workers who are unionized than who are not. But we know the things that you just laid out: paid holidays, 40-hour work week. Those things came from hard-won fights. It would have been unthinkable, 50, 60, 70 years ago. We didn't have child protection, which, again, Republicans are rolling that back in some of these states. But the things that we enjoy in this country, somewhat, or most workers do, come because workers put up a fight. It wasn't some generous corporation saying, "Oh, I think I'm going to treat my workers right today. They're overworking." There was a point in time in this country where a lot of workers worked, 80, working over 80 hours a week was a norm. So these are hard-won battles, and they come thanks to the House of Labor primarily, but civil rights engagement as well. When labor and civil rights, when we deal with labor and civil rights, those, I mean, it's magical. That moves the needle. We Are Somebody, the many goals: organize, fund, amplify. My ultimate goal, Matt, is to raise a multi-million-dollar strike fund that can be deployed to workers who are either in unions or not in unions. Now, we're not going to wait till we get to that multi-million-dollar strike fund, but that is the ultimate goal. We amplifying and organizing with labor right now. One of our big projects that we're going to start first is to work with the one and only Christian Smalls, who had the courage and had that ripple effect in Staten Island as he stood up for Amazon workers and now leads Amazon Labor Union. He cannot collect union dues right now by way of example. So that's going to be our first major project on one end. And then on the other end, for workers who are not unionized, One Fair Wage, which is working very hard to eradicate the sub minimum wage. And they're putting ballot initiatives on all over the country. Ohio is one of those, and I'm proud to be on the One Fair Wage board for the state of Ohio. But those workers are not unionized. And so those are the kinds of things that we're going to do. We're going to continue to do. And I've been on many a picket line. Matt, this is not my first rodeo. I've been many times. Now, just recently, I went to 2 UAW, one local 573 in Streetsboro, Ohio. And then I was just in Milwaukee, Wisconsin for local 75. That was a long way for me to say that our biggest concern at We Are Somebody is all workers, unionized or not. And to be also that beacon to remind us that all workers matter.
Heck of a good message. Heck of a good message. Hopefully you can hear me a little better now. Let me pop that over there. Yeah, that's how we fight them. We band together and we force one piggy at a time to do the right thing. Not because they understand right and wrong. They're the bosses of these companies are the sort of people that don't have what's the word, souls, but they do understand rules and they do understand math, and we can change the math in such a way that they can no longer afford to wait out their workers and they can no longer compete. If we get enough places that are run decently, then all of the other little places are going to have to raise up the standard of living for their workers. If we get Starbucks and the coffee beanery or whatever, all paying their workers $18 an hour, there will always be a Starbucks chain that people can go to and get hired instead of the local place, which means the local place can't get away with wage slavery, so on and so forth. This is the way. This is how to. This is it within our current system. This is the best way we can charge forward without waiting for electoral politics to take effect. We shouldn't give up on electoral politics. That is yet another windmill we must tilt at. Only it's very real, so that's a terrible analogy. But that is another thing we must attend to. But in the meantime, there's nothing that says that we have to just take hits and not dish them out ourselves. So heck yes. For those that were asking, the link is in the description. At the very bottom of the description, on account of it was the last thing I saw today, because I just saw it just now. But yeah, link is in the description. wearesomebody.org. Let's see what the Wicked community has to say.